Somebody wrote
Yes.
me, Gulnaro, who is in, he's from Mumbai, but he is in the United States with his grandchild, actually.
Huh?
So you never know where people are in these days.
Well, people
Yes.
are wherever they are. They can't move out or in
Ex-
for some time now.
Exactly.
Yes. We can start now.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Let's tell us your name because we
Good
might have
evening.
people joining. Your
yeah.
name, where you're from, what you're
So,
doing, and what you're going to talk to us about.
so good evening. This is Naresh Dayal, talk to the entities and certified facilitator for access consciousness. And I'm in Mumbai. And today we are talking about addiction. Now, what brings up with addiction? Is it something in the head? Is it something in the body? Because addiction is just a symptom. And that symptom is telling you something. Now, are you willing to acknowledge the awareness that you're getting? Because addiction is nothing but taking you away from awareness. Because you are rejecting awareness, because you are refusing awareness, you go to addiction. And in this webinar, we are going to talk about addiction which is connected with the body, which is primarily drugs, alcohol, food, sex, tobacco. We are not talking about, you know, looking at porn or going shopping, because all that is in the mind. We will be talking about addiction connected with the body. So what awareness are you refusing with the addiction that you are choosing? Everything that is, will you please destroy and uncreate it all times for Godzillion? Right and wrong, good and bad, pocket pod, all nine, shorts, boys and beyonds. So now what is the awareness that you are refusing? In most of the cases, it is entity awareness. And just by acknowledging your awareness, it opens up a completely spacious new world. So please, it's not a lecture, it's an interactive session. So please feel free to ask questions wherever you wish. Now, you are an infinite being. So are you willing to acknowledge being the infinite being that you truly are? Or are you just limiting yourself with the definition of you? Because it is the definition of you which takes you to addiction. And addiction is just a choice. Hi, Mehak.
Hi,
Addiction is, addiction is just a choice. Choice against consciousness and choosing unconsciousness or anti-consciousness. So what could you choose that would change all this addiction? Now, most of the time, people come and say, you know, we have a problem of addiction. Addiction is, as I said, is a choice, and it is not, and it is just a symptom. It is not a problem. Please don't treat it as a problem. Most of the time, as I mentioned, there is an influence of entities and demons in addiction. And it is not that the demons or the entities cause it. It is because you choose it, you give them space to enter. You invite them to enter. And once they enter, they start playing havoc with your life. So what entity awareness are you refusing that you truly could be choosing, that if you chose it would change everything that brings up for you with addiction? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you please destroy and create it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And most of the time, you know, the first thing that people do, if there is somebody near and dear one who is addicted, they go for medication. What if they went in for education rather than medication? Because medication makes it worse. Medication actually breeds addiction. By medication, people will not be able to come out of addiction.
Naresh
It is by,
uncle,
beg your pardon?
can you speak more about meditation and how it breeds?
Medication, not meditation.
Oh, I heard meditation.
Medication,
Okay.
rather than education.
Right. Medication rather than education,
Yeah.
and not meditation. But it's so funny when you said, I raised my hand, that a lot of the use, the addiction and the use of drugs has to do with entities. I got what I thought you were saying was that we use that to hide what we know about entities, because maybe the entities are so present for us and so we're so aware of them that we try to cloud them out, so we use the drugs to cover them up. But that's not what you were saying. You were saying that
No,
the drugs open up more space for more entities.
no, you see, it starts with what you just said. Yes, that's what I started with. It starts with you are aware of entities which you are not acknowledging. And when you choose, it's a choice. And when you choose addiction of any substance or alcohol, then you are opening the doors for more entities to get in. And when the entities get in to your body, then they start playing havoc with your life.
Right. So can I ask a question, or did
Please.
it? So do you have any suggestions other than, I guess education is your suggestion, other than addiction, education about entities so that you're not afraid of them, trying to hide them, but you're
Right.
actually interact with them. I don't know if you'll talk
Right,
when you
right. And
about that.
and your choice to acknowledge what you are aware of, rather than refusing and rejecting your awareness. Because you see, you can just imagine where you know something, your gut tells you, and yet you are not willing to acknowledge because it does not gel with the, what should I say, cognitive reality. And then people, because of all those things, people then start having hallucinations. And in order to suppress that, they get into alcohol or drug or whatever. And then it kind of, a spiraling reaction. Then the entities get in.
So what are hallucinations?
So what are you aware of that you're not willing to acknowledge?
Is that what hallucinations are? Because it's like people have, if I get the education part you're talking about, if you have awarenesses of something, but you don't have in your database of education, let's say, or what that might be, then you go to trying to ignore it or get it out. So how can we?
Either you ignore it, or you start hallucinating. Oh, I saw this. Oh, I saw that, and making yourself wrong for it.
So it's not, hallucination is not fake. It's actually how we identify and define awareness of non.
Exactly. Rather than asking a question as to what is this, we get into the wrongness. So
I have a question, and
yeah,
it's a personal question. You know some of it also, Naresh uncle.
yeah,
And I'm willing to share.
yeah,
So I have a whole family of addicts
yeah.
who don't and who are super aware people. All of them. My father-in-law who moved on, my mother-in-law, my husband, my brother-in-law, mother-in-law's brothers, all of them.
It's a choice, Mehak.
No, my question is different.
Okay.
My question is not about them. So
okay.
My husband even did the talk to the entities class. He got aware of it. He got rid of it. Then he again chose to have it. So it's clearly their choice, and they are all very aware, and they are doing it to shut down their awareness because they cannot handle their awareness.
Right.
One of the times what happens, one of the uncles, we ran bars quite a number of times for him, and suddenly one day, like he was so addicted to alcohol that he would just be he would not be in any space. He would just be, he had gone for rehab 3 times, and again chose to go back to alcohol. So once what happened recently, his wife learned bars, and then she kept running bars on him. And eventually, once while he was in that space of alcohol and all, one day he started seeing all the entities.
Okay.
And started talking to them and all. And the people in the family were like, what's happening? Because she was just a bars facilitator. She didn't know what's happening here. So she connected with me, and I told her that he's just aware, and maybe this will change, that once he knows that he's aware, things will change for him. And it did change because he is now not willing to touch. That is amazing. Now, my question here is that what is it, like everything that is in my space is my creation.
Yeah.
What is it that I have created so many addicts in my space, so many people who are so aware and addicted to alcohol? And I know I have a past life history with alcohol, but what is it that I'm recreating it in my space?
So did you perpetrate experiments with alcohol and drugs?
Yes and no is coming. There's some lie there. There's yes and no.
So everything that you did in any lifetime dimension or realities where you were the perpetrator of testing the effect of drugs and alcohol. Are you willing to revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, announce, destroy, and uncreate all of that?
Yes. Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
My other question is, what can I be or do or choose to change this to so that everywhere I am solidifying this or keeping it in place, I let it go.
Are you healing them?
I was for a long time till I chose not to.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're not healing them anymore?
No.
Truth?
Now I'm not living with my husband. Moved out of his space.
That's okay.
That doesn't acknowledge.
That's all right.
But
But my question is different. My question is,
I'm healing them.
are
No.
you still healing them? Truth.
Yes. That's why the question.
So, all of your oaths, vows, swearing, fealties, committees, commitments, binding, bonding contract that you have with him to heal him.
Yeah.
Will you please revoke, recant, rescind, claim, announce, denounce, destroy, quit all of that?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And everywhere you had taken up the task. You see, Mehak, if you have an ability, rather than avoid it, you have to turn it on.
I know.
If you turn it on more.
What, my healing ability?
Exactly.
Oh.
You are making yourself wrong for it.
Not wrong.
What if you turned it on?
I chose it for a long time and I got sick of it. It wasn't fun.
The question is, I go back to the 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
Exclusion. Are you doing an exclusion here?
Yes.
So as an infinite being, can you exclude anything?
No, I have not been able to exclude.
So
now I have resorted to wonder.
So did you hear me when I said, can you turn it on?
Yes. How?
So turn it on, baby.
How?
And see what comes up after that.
How do I turn it on?
Choice. Instead of refusing it, start acknowledging your ability. Can anything happen to an infinite being?
No.
Because you are making yourself finite.
Mm-hmm.
I started with, you missed that. We are talking, all these addictions are body addictions. Because you have a body, you have there could be these addictions. If you don't have a body, as an infinite being, can any of this affect you?
No.
So when you turn it on, you can dissipate everything.
Okay.
So everywhere you are not acknowledging your potency. Will you please destroy and uncreate all of that?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And what potency are you now accessing? That if you acknowledge, will change everything that this is. Everything that is times a quadrillion will please destroy and create it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds.
Can I just say how amazing this is? I just love this. It's amazing.
I'm sorry?
Can I just say how amazing this is? That's all I want to say. That's not all I want to say. But this, so is that another type of addiction? Refusing, what is it that we do to refuse the potency of our bodies? You know, what is it that we do? The denial, the, you know, of our, yeah. So is that an entity in itself as well? Denial.
It's a choice.
It's
In my
a
case,
choice.
Well, addiction is a
Or,
addiction
no,
is
again, you see, all the distractor implants are demon universes.
Yeah.
So everywhere you have invited the demons and perpetrated denial of your body awareness as your operating feature. Will you please revoke, recant, rescind, claim, announce, denounce, destroy, and create all of that?
Right from good bad.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pocket pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Because everything here that we are talking about is body, and the more you are connected with your body, the more you acknowledge the awareness of your body, the chances of your addiction, getting into addiction, choosing addiction reduces. Because you are connected with the body. You are acknowledging the awareness of your body.
So, can I ask a different question? And it maybe Cass can contribute. So, for people who are addicted, a body class would contribute much more. Just that their awareness with the body would, you know.
Well, being present in the body
Mm-hmm.
is what will contribute.
Yeah.
If a body class can do that, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But that is not the I would say the only course of action.
Yeah. Naresh uncle, can you speak about gaming addictions?
Again, you see, that's a head addiction. But we are not discussing head addiction here.
Okay, it's not.
Gaming,
It doesn't
gambling,
come under the same category.
Gaming. Beg your pardon?
It doesn't come.
It could be. It could be entities. It could be entities.
Mm-hmm.
But not necessarily.
Okay.
When you said addictions are where you're rejecting the awareness in terms of entities, is it only to do with entities or could it be other awarenesses that you're rejecting?
All awareness. As an infinite being, is there anything you are not aware of? Are you willing to acknowledge whatever awareness you have? And everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that, will you please destroy and create it all?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pocket pod, online, shorts, boys, and beyonds.
You know this thing about taking things out of people's bodies, right? That you were asking her.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I was thinking of my friend Jennifer. She's from India, but she lives in Dubai. She's there. She was EF. And I remember, you know, being in Dubai, right? She was with me for a body class, and I would have a glass of wine, and she didn't drink wine, and I'd have 2 glasses of wine, and no effect. And she would be so silly and laughing, and finally I said, "Look."
I have also known a friend like that. Yes.
Out of my body. So how much, and we talk about that, right, with the health. So how much is that?
Again, we come back to education.
Yeah.
So for me, with liquor, I used to have 2 glasses earlier of vodka or wine or whatever. But now I cannot have more than 2 sips. If I've had 2 sips, I start feeling the same effect of 2 glasses and I stop. It's completely changed.
So how much alcohol are you already having by
energetically
taking it out of your family?
Yeah. No, earlier I know I used to, but right now I don't. But for me, the capacity of drink has become 2 sips. I cannot have more than that.
You see, again, having a glass of wine or 2 glasses of wine or 2 pegs of vodka is not the issue. The issue is, are you in your senses?
Yeah,
For some, it may be 2 drops. For some, it may be 3 pegs or 3 glasses of wine.
Yeah.
But if you are not in your senses, then that's a clear invitation for the entities and the demons to get in.
So you mean to say the people who are able to drink 4 to 5 drinks with remaining in their senses, they do not have any entities and demons attached to them?
Not necessarily. But usually, what I have come across is people who take alcohol regularly as a habit have entities attached to them.
Yeah. I mean, I beg to differ here that if you're saying that they are having that much, it's not their body. So our bodies are so aware, and that's what is my personal experience. And I'm not so wise as you guys here. You all are like experience of so many years that earlier.
What are you aware of that you're not acknowledging?
I'm aware of that. It's even if you're having half a glass of wine, it's not you, it's entities. Because when I ask my body now, what would you eat? It never chooses anything that is not contributing to it. In fact, in my last few months, my choice of food and everything with my body has changed so drastically. It has only chosen things which have been super contributing to it.
Something I will share something here. There are days when I get up from having my lunch, and within 10 to 15 minutes, I feel hungry.
Yeah, entities, no?
So earlier, I would look for some sweet dish in the refrigerator and eat and all that. Now I ask, what is this? Whom am I eating for?
Yeah.
Who does this belong to?
Yeah, exactly.
And then I get the awareness that it does not belong to me. Shannon talked about an episode that she was living somewhere in the downtown area, and in the afternoon she was feeling hungry, and she was actually aware of the unfulfilled hopes and dreams of all the people in that area. Yeah. Because that was, restaurants and bars and all that. And that was making her hungry again and again. And as soon as she acknowledged, the hunger went away. So it is not necessarily that it is entities.
What about smoking?
Smoking, there are smoke entities. And again, whom are you smoking for? If you see, it is said always that in front of a smoker, if somebody comes with a smoke, he also wants to smoke. Otherwise, he may not smoke for the whole day. But if somebody comes and smokes in front of that smoker who is wanting to quit, he has an urge to smoke. What is that?
Smoking for him.
Whom is he smoking for? And then there are smoke entities. So it's very simple. Clear the smoke entities.
I had this one episode I'll share. It's a very funny episode. So I never have smoked in my life. And I recently went, recently means about 6-8 months, 12 months ago. I went to this pub after a long time and my friends were there. And normally we don't go into the smoking zone because we don't smoke. But that day we didn't have an option of going to the other section because it was shut. We went to the section where there was smoke, and then some of them do smoke. So they did smoke coming outside, and I smoked for the first time. I was feeling and I didn't stop myself. I had one, and after that another fag and third one. And then I asked Mehek, who does this belong to? And it went away, and then I stopped. That was my one experience. I was like, wow, I had to learn this.
It's a very simple question.
Yeah.
But how many people are willing to ask that question is the
But it
issue.
was very funny. It was,
Yeah.
I was like wishing to have it, and I'm asking them which flavor you have and all that. I was like, wow, what happened to you? It was really funny.
I ask a question? Maybe this is something we can ask also everyone. What is it about addiction? What inspired you for this topic?
Oh, so I'll
Not,
share
not
you.
No, no,
I was actually asking our
Naresh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You see, you see, a lot of during this lockdown period, people are stuck in the house. Many of them don't know what to do, and they are getting into depression and addictions. So I thought this may be a good topic to take up now, so that, as I mentioned, people get educated as to what to do, how to handle the thing, rather than get into medication. In Mumbai, there have been a number of uh, high profile suicide cases. So that's that's what prompted me to take up this issue.
also in Saudi Arabia. It's funny because it's not. Is that publicized there?
Where?
Is it in Saudi Arabia also? But no, it hasn't been in the news. But I had
No,
some.
in India, all these kinds of things are on the TV 24/7.
Yeah.
If something like this happens,
Right. Does anyone else? Hello, Shubra. Anyone else have any
Good
anything that pops for you? Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, Naresh. A very interesting topic, and it has always fascinated me. This is one area, in psychiatry and psychology where people don't want to go there because somehow this perception is there that very difficult to treat. I mean, this is something it's your willingness. Even in medical science world, this is one area where you know that if they don't want to give up, you can try as much de-addiction, but it's going to stay.
see, because unfortunately, the medical fraternity is not aware of what is the cause,
Right,
what is the core issue.
right,
They are only treating the symptom,
right.
and therefore the issue comes up again and again and again.
Right.
If
So can
you
I ask you
yeah,
something
please.
regarding that? Somehow I have this point of view. For me, I practice de-addiction exactly like removing the entities and choice and running the bars, and it has worked very beautifully. I mean, some of the people in the staff. If I would have been treating medically, I knew the chances would have been less. And interestingly, we had a case where parallelly the psychiatrist who was giving drugs was treating him, and parallelly I was treating him with all the tools and bars and all, and he had a relapse. And addressing and acknowledging and not judging a person, how much that shifted for him, that he has given up alcohol completely, and smoking has also reduced, and he's able to tell that I'm taking 3 4 for this thing. But whenever a case of addiction comes up, and we know that it's a choice, somewhere I buy that point of view, like I give up even before trying sometimes. So can I clear that point of view somewhere, that
So do you make yourself wrong because your client does not choose what you want the client to choose?
sometimes, yes.
So everywhere you're making yourself wrong. Will you please destroy and create all of that?
Yes, please.
Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. As I said, it's a choice, but many a time, once the entities take over, you know, even when a person wants to change, is unable to change because the entities keep on asking for more and more and more. So, and in your case, where the psychiatrist may be giving drugs, so whether it is recreational drug or a medication drug, drug is a drug. So the entities would continue to be there. So in every session, you may need to clear the entities and the demons before you can proceed. And I can tell you about my cases. People who have come to me, I have always told the family, if you guys are willing to reduce and taper off the medication, I will take up the case. But if you say that the doctor has said this and that and you're not willing, then there's no point. You're wasting time, my time and your money.
Absolutely.
And people who have come to me, there has been only one case where one session was enough.
Mm-hmm.
And that session I took in a de-addiction center.
Oh, wow.
And that guy was home the same evening and he has never gone back.
Awesome.
But other cases, 3, 5, 10, even 17 sessions I have taken, where every time I had to clear the entities, because even though they told me no drugs, no, nahi, humne nahi diya hai, but I knew because the entities were present.
Right.
And the family just would refuse to stop the medication. And only when they stopped the medication, and in some cases, nothing happened. Even after 10, 12 sessions, they stopped coming. So it's a choice, and you have to be in allowance of what they are choosing.
Right.
Initially, I used to be vested in the outcome. Somebody has come to me, he must get,
Right.
what he has come for. But what are they choosing is the question you have to ask. Truth. Are they really choosing that? And when
And
you
sometimes
get,
they are not, they are
exactly,
really not choosing
and
it.
so many times, you know that they are not.
So when the entities, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I said when the entities take over, then what is the next step?
Clear the entities.
That's it.
You have to first clear the entities. You have to clear any and all of the commitments the person may have to taking drugs or alcohol or whatever.
I'm talking on myself, for example.
Okay.
So then what would the next step be?
No, so what is your issue? Tell me, ask me.
So in terms of smoking, so there are times when I feel, okay, I should reduce or I should quit. But there are times when sometimes I feel it's not me, sometimes it's me, then I have trouble.
So are there smoke entities around you?
Yes.
Are you willing to destroy and uncreate all of them? Truth?
Yes.
So truth. All of you guys, truth. Who are you? Truth. Who were you before that? Truth. Who were you before that? Truth. Who were you before that? Truth. Who would you be in the future? All of you guys are free to go. Right and wrong, good, bad, pocket pod, online, shorts, boys and beyond. Destroy and uncreate all the magnetic imprinting. Right and wrong, good, bad, pocket pod, online, shorts, boys and beyond. How are you feeling?
Lighter.
So do this clearing on your own. But again, the choice is yours. Now, in tobacco, there's one more thing, which Cash will probably be aware of it. It changes, the tobacco changes your physiology. And when that happens, you know, the nicotine in the system or the other chemicals in the system take time to dissipate. The entities go away right away, but the other chemicals that are in the system take time to dissipate. So you have to therefore run other processes also to completely not get a relapse. So do MTVSS, run your bars, do DMMD on the blood, whatever comes up.
Can I ask something, Nareshji?
हाँ जी बोलिए.
So basically that means like what you're talking about the physiology. So if somebody has been addicted for a very long time,
Yeah.
so we know that the dopamine pathways are, you know, very, very entrenched, and it takes time for the new neural pathways to form.
Yeah.
So although giving up addiction is a choice,
Yeah.
but giving that much time before the physiological changes take place, it is okay that you don't give up on that person. I mean, like sometimes that, you know, which looks like an unwillingness to give up, maybe because of the effect of what has happened. Like if the neurological pathways are like that, you are under the effect of that. So, you know, by the time you do the clearing and they have a tendency to go back and get relapse, where do you differentiate that?
Let me share information which Shannon mentioned in one of the classes.
Right.
Somebody who had addiction was in the class, and he said, I stopped 3 years back. Shannon's question was, how many years were you on that drug? And the person said 8 years. He said, wait another 5 years before the whole thing gets dissipated.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then Shannon talks about herself. That she used to take drugs in her teens, in her early 20s. And it's only after she got into Access that she chose consciousness. And today, she has created a business greater than $1 million.
Right.
Through consciousness. So it's a choice. The first thing is the choice.
Can I say something here? Like,
Yeah.
So can we add that it is a choice to choose a path of a de-addicted path,
Yeah.
but also can you be kind to yourself every time you feel like going back? And can you be kind because the body is changing? If it takes 5 years, I mean, after you have completely stopped and not relapsed, I mean, according to the medical definition also, for 2 years, if you do not go back to the drugs, then you say that you have not relapsed.
Yeah.
So, you know, can you be kind? Yes, it's a choice, but can you be also kind? And if you feel like going back, and can we also be as practitioners kind? And, you know, every time when we say that it's a choice, sometimes it feels like, you know, that I'm not making choice enough. You know, the person can actually feel like that am I not making choice enough? Like, so yes, you're making a choice, and it can happen that you can slip a little, but can you be kind with yourself?
Let me give you a small story.
Right.
You know, in younger days, you know, somebody came to me, you know, though I have started facilitation now, but even then people used to come to me. And that guy said, "Yaar, what do I do? I want to have sex." I said, "Go have water." He said, "Before or after?" I said, "No, instead." So the question again is of choice.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. The first step is choice, but in the duration, you know, it's like when we get an information and before it actually physically actualizes, there is a time duration during which we have a tendency to slip to our old patterns. So during that duration, can we be kind?
The point is that if you if you take once, then you are back to square one. When, as you rightly said, when 2 years have elapsed and you have not gone back, the tendency to go back keeps on reducing as time passes.
Absolutely.
Because physiologically the body keeps on changing.
Right.
And with access processes, it can be expedited. I have seen that happen in some of my clients where I have done extensive body work on them, and those people have, even though they have been taking drugs for the past 7 years, they have not come back and they are fully cured. So again, even though it's a choice, that choice also can be, facilitated
Absolutely.
by these processes.
Yeah.
Opening
And
up
access, yeah.
possibilities to people, right?
Right.
Opening up different possibilities. Because
Right,
it's
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
either A or B. What if there's a whole array of choices?
Yes.
So A gets a little bit in the background. And that capacity to expand time also, right, that we have with these processes allows that moment of choice to actually be a lifetime, so that it's not a trigger and response. It's a trigger, like you were saying, exactly like you were saying about the, how much education can we have? How much can we fill up that space, right? That's what you were saying in the beginning. It's so amazing with different awarenesses, so that we have more options, right?
Yeah.
More.
You see, in my sessions with these people, and any of these kinds of people, it's more of education. I just keeping on making them more and more aware. And in one case, I know that guy was 42 when he came to me, and he had been having drugs, the hard drugs, heroin kinds, from the age of 16 till the age of 40. I think it took probably 10 or 12 sessions, but he has not gone back. He does take some medication, but he has not gone back to any of those kind of drugs. And I have asked him to get his bars run regularly, and that has helped him. So case to case, things are different. You have to ask. Yes, please.
Yeah, I have a question. These are a little different. Like I'm in allowance of people to choose what they choose to be. But when I come across somebody who smokes, or when I'm in the vicinity of somebody who's smoking, I feel a lot of suffocation because of the smoke.
Yeah.
So what is that? I mean, not everybody feels that kind of suffocation. I feel this really intense suffocation. I have to open the windows or I have to walk out and then take a breather, and the smell of the smoke. Like I'm not in a house of smokers now, but when I was married, my ex used to smoke, and even then it used to be bothersome. And if after the person has left and there's that stale smell of smoke, even that bothers. So what could be that?
So were you in any lifetime, did you die of suffocation in any lifetime, Truth?
Yes, that did occur to me as well.
Was that an accident or was that a murder? Truth.
Murder.
So all of the trifold sequencing systems, creating that. Will you now please destroy and uncreate all of that?
Yes, please.
Right and wrong, good, bad, pocket pod, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What I would suggest in addition is please get your bars run with the trifold sequencing systems and then see what happens.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. And thank you so much, Cass and Vijay and Naresh. This is a gift to me, and I'm so grateful. So grateful. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Amazing.
Any more questions?
So, yes, please.
Yeah. Any more questions? Like,
What time is it? Do we have time, Vijay?
Gupta, do you have anything else that's up for you?
I have one question.
Yes, please.
A lot of times we have heard in smoking, especially that, or a lot of addictions, that people just leave one day after years of smoking or taking alcohol. Just the next day itself,
Yeah.
they haven't touched it. So
Right.
what changes then? Like,
You see, smoking, as I said, is one thing is smoke entities, which is very easy to clear. And the other is the physiological effect it has had on the body, which then the body starts asking for that chemical. So it's a choice.
I have
If you-
always wondered, if there are entities, do they just leave one day?
Can,
mean,
can an entity come into your body without your permission,
No,
without your invitation?
no.
So, you know, demons are difficult to get rid of.
Okay.
They're easy to invite, but very difficult to get rid of. Entities also, sometimes very difficult to get rid of. You have to clear a lot of oaths, vows, and things like that. But smoke entities is one of the simplest. Well, people have left smoking with just one session on Skype. I didn't even run their bars later. So,
Do you do the demon clearings?
yeah. So all the entities and demons that are in your and the people you are connected with, their universe, are you aware of them, truth? So all of the demons that are connected to any and all of the people that are connected with you right now, all of the oaths, vows, swearing, fealties, committees, commitment, binding, bonding contracts that you have throughout lifetime dimensions, realities, with any and all of those demons whom you invited, maintained, entrained, enslaved, and given jobs too. Will you now revoke, recant, assume, claim, announce, denounce, destroy, and quit all of that? Right and wrong, good, bad, pocket pod, all nine, chores, boys, and beyonds. And all of the curses, dominations, condemnations, convictions, sentences, judgment, decisions, implants, eggplants, all of you have and more, wherever you agreed and aligned with your registered act to throughout life and dimensions, realities, any and all of these demons whom you invited, maintained, entrained, enslaved, and given jobs to throughout life and dimensions, realities. Will you now revoke, recant, assume, claim, announce, denounce, destroy, and quit all of that? Right and wrong, good, bad, pocket pod, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And all of the demons return to whence you came, never to return to you or anybody or this planet ever again. Return to whence you came, never return to you or anybody else or this planet ever again. Return to whence you came, never return to you, anybody else or this planet ever again. Return to whence you came, never return to you or anybody else or this planet ever again. Return to whence you came, never return to you, anybody else or this planet ever again. Return to whence you came, never return to you, anybody else or this planet ever again. And all of the entities that you have invited to be unaware, to keep you unaware, and to refuse awareness. Will you now please revoke, reclaim, denounce, destroy, and quit all of your oaths, vows, swearing, fealties, commitments, binding contracts that you have with any and all of them? Right and wrong, good, bad, pocket, pod, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And all of you guys, truth, who are you? Truth, who were you before that? 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 Truth, who would you be in the future? Truth, what are your jobs? Truth, what were your jobs before that? 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 Truth, what would your jobs be in the future? All of you guys are now free to go. Right and wrong, good, bad, pocket, pod, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyond, and destroy and get all the magnetic imprinting. Right and wrong, good and bad, pocket, pod, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. How are you guys feeling?
Very light. Awesome.
I'm being very, very spacious.
Yeah,
Right now.
nice. Hey, how about you guys?
Good. It was very interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
Very
I
lovely.
mean, how many entities we have invited to keep on continuing with the unawareness. I mean, we've given jobs. Wow.
And aware of, just like the education, the awareness of it. So that does help with the addiction to clear them.
Because addiction is nothing but you are rejecting and refusing awareness.
Wow. Awesome. Tell us when you doing any classes or anything online? Where can we find you? Website, where can people find you, baby?
My website is, I'll send it to Vijay and
Yeah.
he will,
Just say it, just in case. So not everybody reads. So if you want to just say it before we end the...
Yeah. Well, my website is www.abrakadabra.in. ABRAKDABRA. Abracadabra.in.
Abracadabra.
It is not KA, it is just K.
Okay, okay, cool.
And .in, not .com.
Okay, .in. Awesome.
That's my website.
All right.
And
anything?
of course, you can go to my access page.
Also. Great, great, great. Okay, thank you.
I'll be all the CFs in India are going to have a conversation starting today. As a matter of fact, the first one is today at 9:30 Indian Standard Time, which will be on Access Consciousness Facebook India page.
Awesome.
So I will be there on the 8th, and I think starting 14th probably I'll be starting my foundation class online.
Cool. Well, lucky whoever gets to join. All right, great.
Any other questions?
Any other questions or anything? All right, great.
I think if you have another addiction part 2, which is about the mind addictions, there'll be more queries.
This is exactly Wednesday for bodies and health, and tomorrow we'll be talking about entities, and we will have Munish Malhotra on. He'll be coming from Brazil, and I think that's the one you were talking about with the Shannon, 8 years of addiction. And
Well, you were also in that class, Cass?
No, but I know Monisha quite well. We did a radio show together called
Okay. Okay.
Beyond
All right.
Another Drug.
I didn't want to name him, but
He talks about that all the time, and
Yeah.
so thank you. This is a great continuity. There's no coincidences to talk about that,
Yeah.
and it's if two sides of the same coin is about entities. I think that's the name of it. So
Yeah.
if anyone wants to join for that, I'm sure it'll be quite interesting, and it's been a great invitation to that too. And the whole month, Vijay and I are playing together with with the great start with facilitators from around the world on different topics for every day. So it's exciting. I'm excited.
So when are you there, Cass?
I'm here every day.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm here every day.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I think I'm doing something on relationships at some point on the 16th, right?
Okay.
Yes.
And yeah, if somebody drops out, you know me, I can talk about anything. As what Gary Douglas said to
Well,
me.
yeah. Well,
Once I
really,
said, oh my goodness, I'm without words. He said, you're without words? What the heck happened? You could talk forever about anything. Cool.
Well, I'm in a relationship with a woman whom I've known for 50 years. So
Awesome. Well, how'd she get so lucky?
and have been living together for the last 45 plus years. So that's fine.
Awesome. You were living together as babies, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Lovely
Okay.
time with you. Thank you, Vijay. You want to say
Thank
something? Vinny?
you. Thank you for this wonderful talk. Thank you, Naresh.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much. Thank you for being here and thank you for receiving.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.